Hey y'all, I'm Sarah and welcome to Resin Adventures, where art and chaos come together to create something magical. Today I'm working with a couple of my handmade molds. There we go. Hold on. This one is a giant flower. I know you can't see it, but it's a giant. It was made from a crystal flower. It's beautiful. We'll see it when it comes out. And this one has a little turtle. I've done one. This is what he looks like. So I'd like to make another one of these. This is a great size for like a keychain, a little purse, tassel on your purse. It's gorgeous. Okay. And I found these at Dollar Tree. No, I'm sorry, Dollar General. And they're a chocolate mold, but they're little hearts. And even little hearts, you can see what they look like from the other side. They have a little divot in them. You could put a little rhinestone in there if you wanted to. But I've seen these, and usually these molds are not shiny. And I see that this one has a little shine to it. So let's pour it, see what it looks like. Also, I got this glitter. It's a color shift glitter. I'll link it in the description. But it is so pretty. I don't know if you can see it though. Hopefully you guys can see it. So we're going to use this at some point in time. Okay, let me get my resin poured. All right, here we go. Let's mix this up. Make sure when you're mixing, you're getting the bottoms and the sides. Scrapey, scrapey. You see how cloudy it is? It is not mixed enough. Of course, we're mixing in bubbles when we do this, so you're going to see bubbles in it, but it should be mostly clear when it mixes together. This is Let's Resin. Resin. I've used multiple kinds. This is actually new to me. I've only used this once or twice now, but so far I really like their resin. It seems to be very easy to use, very easy to mix, and it doesn't stink. So it takes you a minute to actually like stir it, especially this much resin, this quite a bit. So it's going to take you a minute to get it to stir it all together. You want to make sure it's definitely stirred well though, because if you don't, you're going to have uncured resin and there's really no way to fix that. Okay, so let me see here. Okay, so I want to do this one first. I've never put resin in it, so I don't know what it's going to look like unmolding it. I have no idea. If it was kind of a big piece that I made a mold out of, so I have no idea. I hope that it's going to be okay, but I'd rather pour it clear so that I can see every little detail of it. So that's what I'm going to do. I've got some here. I don't know how much it's going to take, but I'm going to add just a little bit of blue to it just so I can have some kind of coloring. This is Let's Resin Sky Blue. It's very pretty. Just enough to add a little bit of color. Make sure you mix your colors in really well too. Okay, it's going to be really light. That's okay. That's kind of what I'm going for with this one. So let's put that aside. The other one, these two, I want to do probably the same color as this because I did this one in white. I'll show you. And it's pretty. Oh, I'm not sure what that is. But I want to see what it looks like in clear-ish. So let's take a look. It's probably some glitter from something else over there. So I'll do that. This little guy, I have this glitter I want to use. So let's do that. He does not need much. So hold on. Let me grab a little cup. Okay, so let's pour just a little bit in here. That's probably more than enough. Geez, I haven't even opened this. I can never get these things open. They're so hard. With gloves on, they're terribly hard. Okay, I got it. So let's put a little bit in there. I want quite a bit. And this might be a good time to start put a little bit of glue in there to keep the glitter from sinking. So let's try this. Oh, that's so pretty. I think it needs a little more. Just a little. Try that. Okay. Let's see. That looks about right. All right, let me grab my glue. Okay, so I used the glue right here. It probably only needs one drop, but this will keep our glitter from sinking in the mold. But it's going to change it. It's going to start looking a little bit, well, a little bit like snot. Okay, and that's totally normal. The problem is when you pour it, you got to kind of cut it off because it will kind of just gloop all in one thing if you don't. So actually, before we do this, I'm going to set this in the vacuum chamber before we pour that. Okay, and let me see, is there anything else? I'm going to use this one, and we got plenty of resin left. Let's see, let's open this. I cannot believe I found this at Dollar General. I still am just sort of like, wait, what? And even a shiny mold at that. So just so you know, if it's not shiny, the molds aren't shiny, your project will not be shiny when you take it out. So if you want something shiny, make sure it starts out that way. And you can kind of see, it's like not shiny. It's half shiny, half matte. So we'll see. Okay, let's put our resin in the vacuum chamber. Be right back. Okay, guys, let's start with this flower. This has a bunch of detail in it, and I'm going to spritz in a little alcohol everywhere inside of it. It's got a bunch of little petals. If you don't get the resin all in and get all the bubbles out, the alcohol helps you do that. It reduces the tension, surface tension of the resin, makes it thinner. So let's go ahead and pour some in. Okay. That's gonna drip. There we go. And then I'm gonna take my, you can already see there's bubbles coming out. I'm gonna take my little stick here and poke it in all these little places that are inside. Okay. And you will see these bubbles coming out, which is great. Okay. And let's go ahead and fill this up. Okay, and then I'm just going to go and, oops, let's try the right end first. And get all these little petals that are right by here, the top. This is going to be the hardest to get out the bubbles here because there's really nowhere for them to go. So we'll see. Maybe it'll be pretty. We don't know. I don't know. Okay. A little bit more. Give it a little spritz of alcohol. There's a bubble there. Let's get it. Okay, I'm going to move it over here to the side. Okay, the other one I wanted to pour in this color was this one, this flower here. Oh, shoot. This has a bunch of tiny little facets on it. So we're definitely going to have to go in here with this and really get those bubbles out of there. You can see them coming up. See them? Actually, you can use long neck lighter too. Let's try this. There we go. Whoop. Must have been some alcohol there. All right. Filling it up. Okay. I'll let that rest for just a second and I'll continue to pop bubbles as they come up. All right, here comes Mr. Turtle. Here's our slime, it looks like. All right, remember what I said. It's going to try to all come out at once, so you have to kind of cut it off. This has the glue in it. So this is what happens when you put glue in there. Okay. All right, and I'm just going to move this in. His little head, his little legs. Boy, that's hard to work with sometimes. All right, where's my little squeegee? That looks pretty good. I'm going to spray it, set it to the side. Okay. I've got these here. I'm going to go ahead and pour what I have here with this glitter in them. Now these are pretty big. They're meant for chocolates. So you do not have to fill them up the whole way. I'm going to try not to, because they're going to be way too big, way too thick. If you want to make a pendant out of them, you're going to want them to be smaller. Oh, it's so gloopy. Okay. Get that. Okay. And I've got a couple more here. I have this fish. He looks kind of like this when he comes out of the mold. You can make him whatever color you want. I don't know if I showed you him before or not, but we're going to fill him. But we're going to do something fun first. I have this color. It is Peach Red by Let's Resin. And I'm just going to drip it. Just a little bit here. I want some down his back. And some up by the head. Just like that. And then we're just going to fill it. And we're not going to touch it at all. Sorry, I'm concentrating. Okay. Just a little bit more on the tail here. Okay, we're in the spatula. Okay, and I want to leave it just like that. I don't want to move it. So I'm going to put it over here to the side. Let's do something like that in these. This will be fun. I'm just going to squeeze kind of random. Random drops. And then we're just going to semi-fill these. Okay. And let's see, I got more. I kind of want to try a different color. Hold on, guys. Okay, I picked this color. It is Let's Resin Violet. I'm just going to drip a couple drops in here. Oops, that was a lot. Okay. And let's go ahead and switch over to my handy dandy other spatula that gets basically everything out that you want. It is wonderful. I would recommend to anybody to have these. Like I said, I have these in my kitchen and in here in my craft room. I'm just filling them up. Ish. Like halfway, I would say. Whoops. Wow. Okay, so here we go. Let's get some of this mess cleaned up. Alright, guys. One more thing. So, guys, my stepmom got me this resin heating plate. I asked for it in my first video and she got it for me. It is so nice. It is super easy to use. It is made specifically for resin. I will link it in the description. But it's just upside down. all you do is turn it on and then hit the settings for what temperature you want. And it said for summertime, use 140, and for wintertime, use 158. And then you can decide how long you want it to stay on for. So I've not used this before, so we're going to try it out, see what happens. I might be finishing this video today, which would be great. The heat helps cure the resin much faster. Generally, you have to wait until the next day for it to cure. So let's see if it can happen today. That'd be great. All right. See you soon. Hi guys, welcome back. It's time to demold. I'm so excited to see these. All right, let's start with these ones. Okay. So I'm seeing there's glitter in here. This is the same glitter we did the turtle with. But as you can see, it's not like, it's shiny, but it's not super shiny. The glitter doesn't look as good, and like, I guess you'd call this more like a satin mold, not shiny, not matte. So I got that one, and then we have this one. They're good sizes though. They're nice size. These would make great little pendants. Okay, now these ones are the ones we dripped resin dye in and then just filled with the blue. So let's see. Oh, I love that. That is beautiful. And again, look, these make great little pendants for a necklace. Okay. Very pretty. The clear looks really good with these. Okay. Beautiful. I think I did it. Oh, I did the violet with these ones. Whoops. There you go. Oh, isn't that pretty? There's a little dimension to this one. Okay, I got a few more here, a couple more. Look at that. You can see it better than on my hand. That is beautiful. And how fun and easy. You just drip your dyes in there and fill it with resin, and it kind of does its own thing, which is absolutely beautiful. Look how gorgeous that turned out. And so easy. So easy. Okay. Moving on, we have our fish here. Let's unmold him. I can't wait to see him. These usually turn out so pretty. Oh, look at him. That is beautiful. I just realized there's cat hair all down the bottom of that mold. I'm going to have to clean it. Look how pretty that is. And again, this was easy. Just dripping the dye in and filling with resin. It's always going to do what it wants to do. It's hard for it not to, because it's a liquid. It kind of goes where it wants to. But it makes it fun, because you never know exactly what you're going to get when you demold. All right, let's go to this one. Let's get our turtle out. Oh, look at him. He turned out so good. So sparkly. That is amazing. And glitter, usually with things with facets like this, it doesn't look good, but this one looks great. Okay, whoops. Okay, and let's see this one. Oh, that is beautiful. This you could also make a pendant, but you can put a little hole in it, put it on a key ring. That is beautiful. I love that so much. Okay. One more, guys. Let's see. This is the big one. Oh, look how beautiful. Oh my gosh. It does have some bubbles and these top little petals, but you know, I don't mind it. I don't mind it at all. I think it's the angle. It has a tendency to trap those underneath. It might be inevitable that you get bubbles in there, but it is so pretty. Totally worth it. Very, very pretty. And easy, just easy to do. And you know, we can do these any colors that we could ever think of. We can put any glitters that we want in there. We could do all sorts of things. And maybe I'll do that next time. Thanks for joining me on this resin adventure. If you liked it, give me a thumbs up, subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next storm. Until then, keep chasing the pour.